In this video, I'm going to talk about closing a company in Denmark, specifically ApS. Closing a private limited company, so-called ApS or ApS, is in Denmark a process that requires careful planning and adherence to specific legal procedures. I'm going to talk about the key steps that need to take place in order to close the company properly and effectively. The first step is a formal decision by the shareholders to dissolve the company. The decision should be documented in a shareholder resolution, clearly outlining the intent to liquidate the company. Once the decision to liquidate has been made, it must be reported to the Danish Business Authority. The notification should include the resolution for liquidation and information about the appointed liquidator that will be responsible for overseeing the process. Shareholders must appoint a liquidator who will take control of the company's affairs during the liquidation process. The liquidator's responsibilities include setting debts, selling assets, and distributing remaining funds among the shareholders. The liquidator must identify and settle all of the company's liabilities. This involves notifying creditors and making sure that all debts are paid appropriately. The company's assets should be sold, and the money earned on that should be used to settle its obligations. Any cash remaining after paying off debt are distributed among shareholders in proportion to their own ownership stakes. The liquidator must prepare a final report about the liquidation process, including the distribution of assets and settlement of liabilities. This report is then submitted to the Danish tax authority to confirm that all tax obligations have been fulfilled. Once the liquidation process is complete and tax clearance has been obtained, the company is deregistered from the Danish Business Authority's register, officially marking the end of its existence as a legal entity. It is crucial to comply with all legal requirements along the liquidation process to avoid potential liabilities. This refers to following the deadlines and maintaining transparent communication with all stakeholders. Failure to fulfill legal obligations, such as not submitting annual reports or neglecting tax responsibilities, can result in compulsory liquidation initiated by the authorities. This situation might have many negative consequences, including personal liability for board members. Therefore, voluntary liquidation is recommended to maintain control over the process. In summary, closing an ApS company in Denmark is a multi-step process requiring detailed planning and execution. By following the steps outlined above and seeking appropriate support, such as from an accountant, you can ensure that the liquidation is carried out efficiently and in compliance with the Danish law. Also, there exists a simplified procedure that is much faster, but is referred only to the tax clearance that is given much faster on the basis of the declaration of the owners. In that case, the owners are still responsible for the company debts even after closing the company. But that's a topic for a different video. If you need assistance with closing a company in Denmark, feel free to get in touch with us.